The second round of the 2022 Jamaica Premier League season started off on Sunday with 10-man Mount Pleasant clipping Harbourview 1-0 and Humberland and Tivoli Gardens playing to a 2-all draw. The action continued, of course, on Monday with two games at the UWI. JFF captain Horace Burrell's Centre of Excellence. George Davis was on commentary and joins us with a roundup.
Match week 2 in the Jamaica Premier League here at the UWI JFF captain Horace Burrell's Centre of Excellence. Two good games. We saw 6 goals across the two contests. Let's take some goal highlights now. First game, Cavalier and Waterhouse. Under the hot sun. There was rain here at a particular point. But early in this contest, Atkinson bursting away from the challenge. And Courtney Allen can't find the net from point blank range. Bad miss. And another bad miss for Cavalier, this effort. That Leng can only cannon off the underside of the bar. Waterhouse went up the other end. Early cross by Ricardo Thomas. James off the chest, but he can't get the finish. But Andre Fletcher certainly can. Another replay. Thomas's effort onto the chest of James. The ball broke for Fletcher, who was following up on the play. And he sweeps it in for 1-0 against the run of play. The two best chances falling to Cavalier, not taken, and Waterhouse scoring with their first chance. A big moment in the game this. Brian English under a challenge, and you didn't see that from real time, but he slaps Ricardo Thomas with the right hand, just chops it across his face. Brian English, Odette Hamilton was going to give him a yellow card, but her fourth official told her about the severity of the slap, and so she produces the red card. And then here, Andre Leslie battling with King, beats King to it. James puts it into the path of Fletcher, who knocks it home. His second goal of the afternoon, second for Waterhouse. The team in blue and white in full flow and on their way to revenge against the team that beat them to the title last season. Long ball played over the top by Campbell, trapped on the chest by Atkins, and he fires it but straight at goalkeeper Porter, who got two strong hands to it. And then Porter required to dive to his left to keep out Atkinson's free kick. And Denardo Thomas from point blank range, creating the chance, and Jadine White with a save with the feet. And then the header up the other end. Colin Anderson in on it, Topi in on it. And the flick couldn't beat Foster. Kamara Foster, even with the feet and the hands, doing very well to keep the Cavalier team at bay to protect the clean sheet. Late in the contest, Leng cleared. Jadine White went to clear further, but in trying to bat the ball away with the left hand, he struck Devroy Gray across the face, giving Siobhan Stewart the chance from the penalty spot from 12 yards to score for Waterhouse. That was 3-0 on the afternoon. Game, set, and match. From this play, Jamoy Topi clearly said something to the referee Odette Hamilton, and she went to the pocket and produced the red card. Straight red card for Jamoy Topi. So himself and Brian English getting the straight red card will not be available for Cavalier for the next game. So Cavalier beaten 3-0 and losing 2 men in a performance that unraveled into indiscipline in that game for the defending champions. Second game, Dunbeholden against Montego Bay United. Mobay lost their first game. Dunbeholden won theirs. In this game, Nicole Christian. And look at this cross by Phillips. Bygrave unmarked. That's criminal defending. And he plants the header out of the reach of goalkeeper Tummings. Expertly done by Bygrave. And he does the exuberant celebration. He gives us the double cartwheel. Otti burst through the midfield. And this ball ran through to Niche. But Hyatt made himself big and was quick to get to the Mobay frontman. He missed the chance. Phillips crashes this into the side netting. And then this effort, the free kick from Nicole Christian, that Bygrave, the ball was allowed to bounce by the Mobay defenders. Nobody took charge of the situation. No goalkeeper, not the goalkeeper, no defender. And Bygrave with glee, crashing home his second for the afternoon, his third of the season. That was 2-0. Mobay had this chance. The ball played to Shaw, whose shot whistled wide, not by much, but wide. And then Phillips, a fresh ear shot by effort by Turner, But the ball broke to Bailey, Kimoni Bailey, whose number was up to be substituted. But he stayed on the pitch just long enough. This was going wide, but the deflection from Giovanni Reid deflected it past his goalkeeper. We understand that the officials gave this goal to Bailey. We were saying that it was an own goal, but we understand that the referee gave it to the dreadlocked Kimoni Bailey, and referee Perry signaling the end. 3-0 to the Dunbeholden team. A second win for the St. Catherine outfit. So the results thus far in match week 2, Humberland and Tivoli Gardens drawing 2-2. Mount Pleasant beating Harbourview 1-0. 3-0 Waterhouse, better than Cavalier on the day. Dunbeholden 3-0 better than Montego Bay United as well. On Tuesday we have 2 games for you. So this is what the updated table looks like. 3 teams with perfect records so far: Dunbeholden, Waterhouse and Mount Pleasant. They occupy the top 3 positions. Mobay United, 2 games, 2 defeats, a -4 goal difference, and there are 3 teams with no points from their 3 games to date. So 2 games to go to complete match week 2 here in the Jamaica Premier League. We got 6 goals today. We hope that there are many more goals and a lot more excitement on Tuesday to complete the match week 2 card.
Yeah, thanks, George. 6 goals, he said, in today's football. 2 of them coming from the Dunbeholden striker Atafo Bygrave, who had spent some time a few years ago playing football in Antigua and Barbuda, in the Antigua and Barbuda Premier League, and he's pretty hot in the Jamaica Premier League at the moment.
Pretty hot for sure, because today I got a glimpse of a couple of the matches while they were going on SportsMax. And you know, Lance, I know it's very early in the season, but you can already start telling the teams that are, you know, extremely dominant, and the ones that need some work, you know, oiling some of the raw stuff. Today we got 6 goals, and as George rightfully said in his roundup, we're looking forward to see some more goals and some interesting and exciting one that we can feature in our SportsMax Zone class moments.
That's for sure. And you know, yesterday on commentary we saw Mount Pleasant with 10 men winning their fixture against Harbourview, which was a very important win for them, because they didn't look like coming out with a victory. In fact, deep in the game we were thinking that they were just trying to ensure that they don't lose the game. And to come up with a win there for Mount Pleasant, I think, was a good result. You know, I'd sort of fancied them to win last year, Mount Pleasant, and they didn't. And in the aborted season, I thought themselves and Waterhouse were the top teams, but COVID-19 put paid to the 2019-2020 season. Waterhouse continuing to look fluent today. Mount Pleasant looking strong as usual. So I think the regular customers are...
So no upset.
Well, you know, Cavalier are the defending champions, so you can't write them off. But I think there are a lot of good teams in the Premier League this year. To be honest, when I look at the matches now, I see a lot more potential for different teams to win the championship than we saw last year. When I looked at it last year, I said, you know, Cavalier, Waterhouse, Mount Pleasant, I would lock the title race between those 3. But this year, I don't think I'm brave enough to make that narrow judgment. I think the scope is wider this year for some
kind of like La Liga.
There are matches, of course, on Tuesday, so SportsMax, the home of champions, will be live from the UWIJFF Centre of Excellence, Captain Horsburgh Centre of Excellence, with some more action on Tuesday afternoon, the last doubleheader of the second week of competition in the Jamaica Premier League. Back with more on the SportsMax Zone after this.